Yeah, don't you guys just love that sound? I know I love that sound. Yeah, this is my favorite sound of all time, I think. I think this is all I've heard the past, like, week of playing this world. It's just buzzing. A lot of buzzing. But today, I think we're finally going to take a break from that. You guys might have noticed, I would be surprised if you didn't, but my base is very much lacking in just about every single way that it can. I have stone walls, that everything is dug out. We don't even have our power set up yet. There's a lot to work on, really. We even have a little guest down here. So guys, join me on today's episode of All the Mods 9, where we're finally going to get our power situated, and we're going to work on the base a little bit. I say a little bit, but we're probably going to work on the base a lot this episode. So, I guess before we start anything major, I'm going to go ahead and get you guys caught up. In between episodes, I have just made a few more bees, like I made 2 gold bees, I made another blaze bee, some other few duplicate bees, but that's really just about it. And if you guys recall, the reason that we did all that was so we could get the resources to make a whole bunch of stuff for power reactors. The spirited ones specifically, because I can't make these yet. So we'll see if the plan today actually gets carried out, but the whole plan today is to get all 8 power reactors that I want here, and I want to work on, like, a very large chunk of the base here. At least the power section area, I want to be almost completely finished, and I have a rough idea of what I want to build for it too. Yeah, like I still have chunk outlines here, all this stuff. Like, what do you even do? I don't even think this does anything. I also want to make some upgrades to storage, but this one is on the lower priority list of things to do. And definitely on probably one of the highest priorities is fixing this mess that I've made up here. I need to completely redo this platform I have. It doesn't line up with the base. I don't have access to any of my machines, but yeah, that's what today has to entail. So before I can really get started on all of these power reactors, I need a lot more resources, specifically blaze rods. I need around like a little over 500 of them, which I obviously do not have at the moment. So we're going to start off today by doing some building. So my big idea, I say big idea, but my kind of idea for down here is I want the lower section of the base to kind of be separated off from the top part. This is more of the, whoa, scary stuff's happening down here, right? Not really scary. I just want it separated off by some sort of floor or wall between the top and bottom part of the bases. And then I also have a plan for how I want the power section specifically to be separated off, and I think it's going to look pretty cool. I have been working on this project for the past, like, 3 days. Oh, and it's not even done yet. Not even close. Look at this. We have a little area now. At least I do. I have a little area. You guys don't. I also see I forgot to get rid of those hopper botany pots. Those will have to stay for a little bit. Check this out. This looks so much better than it was before. It's definitely still, I think I need to tweak a few more things. But for now, I'm really happy with it. We have our ME terminal over here, and we can put more stuff over here as well. It's gonna be like kind of like my control panel and ME access panel. And I have a huge monitor here. I may end up playing with this. I might not. I don't know. And I have a bunch of smaller screens over here that I can mess with and put modules in. For right now, they're just empty, but we'll change that in the future. And then also, out of these nifty little travel anchors, we can actually get around our base now. Yeah. Nothing's actually finished, but also check out the power generation, the power area. I think it turned out really cool. It's not done at all. I still need to separate out the base into 2 parts, but I'm still working on how exactly I want to do that. Because I don't think I want to have the base as open as I had it before. The power part, oh, yeah, ignore this too. I haven't decided what I want to do over here yet. This part is not done yet. This part, though, I'm happy with the way it turned out. Yeah, there's still definitely a lot we need to actually do. Yeah, it's just kind of out in the open as well. It's okay. Base designing, you know, I'm taking my time with it. I was like out of creativity for like the whole week, so I'm like, I'm gonna take a break and I'm actually gonna start playing with some All the Mods 9. I've just been building for so long.
Okay, enough yapping. I need to get to work. We needed a lot of spirited reactors. I think I calculated it out, how much I needed. I forgot what it was. But I'll do the math here in a minute. To get into power, I'm just going to do basic explaining because I don't want to do a lot of explaining on camera. I feel like that tends to get a little boring. We need an energizing orb. Oh, we need a lot of this stuff too. You know what we should do is I don't really want to use blaze powder and I'd rather use lava buckets. We're going to need a lot of this dielectric paste. And one other thing, you might have recalled me saying that I don't have... Ooh, gotta get rid of that. I don't have any machines in my base. I completely forgot about it and I still don't. I really need to fix that. Maybe I'll repurpose this wall or something. Okay, I have fixed it. Issue solved. We have our machines here. And also a lot of blaze powder later. Look at all this I can make. yeah, that was good. And also, I was AFKing for so long, I think we got like 500 blaze rods just from AFK. Look at all the resources I've gotten since the last time I checked, since the last clip. We're doing good. Now, it's nothing like that crazy, but it's also nothing to sneeze about. Oh, I also made a steel bee in between cuts just because it was really easy, and I figured I was also going to be using a lot of these steel scaffoldings, and I ended up actually not. But anyways, back into the power mod. Is it really raining? So to get into the power mod, we're going to need a few things. One of the first things we're going to need is this energizing orb. And now this is where auto crafting would be really nice, but unfortunately we don't have that luxury at the moment. So I'm going to need this energizing orb, and we're going to need a lot of energizing rods. Now this is where things start to get a little bit expensive with iron and redstone, but luckily we have them on passive and we have a lot of backlog, but this is going to use a lot of them if I had to guess. And now that I have this fancy travel anchor, I'm going to want this set up probably somewhere here. If I were to make a guess, I should have put an elevator down here too. Maybe just somewhere under here, though I might keep under here for maintenance for power cabling. Yeah, I might build a little bit of an area underneath here. So, eventually I'm going to have a lot of auto crafting stuff down here, I think, with power, but for now, I might just set this somewhere in a corner. Alrighty, so I have these basic rods here, and they're not very powerful. They only do 400 FE a tick, and the way that, if I could find it, that power works is you need to energize stuff with a certain amount of energy. Now, the first tier of stuff, if I could talk, is energized steel, which doesn't take that much. And I have 9 of these energizing rods here, so I think what I'm going to do is just slap this here in the corner. Alright, so you should be able to place all of these energizing rods on top of power cables here. I just need to connect this up to power, and then it should be good to go. And now, I can start charging things in here, and I'm just going to demonstrate this once. Because I'm going to do like a lot of it. I'm probably going to be here for a good like hour. So if I get some iron and I get some gold, and I could probably do as well with some laser IO stuff. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, so I'm just going to quickly show how this works. So I can put only one at a time an iron and gold in here, and this should charge up. Yeah, and I'll get 2 of the energized steel that I need here. I don't get to calculate exactly how much of this stuff I need, but you can automate this a lot easier with Ender IO. So if here I have an insert card, and I have it on stock with 1 transfer amount with the I need a counting filter. That's what I need. Hold on. All right, so if I go down here on URN insert, not on stock, on just insert counting filter, I can say, not this, hold on. I just want 1 piece of iron and 1 piece of gold to go in at a time. And then I can have a chest somewhere here with an extract card. So now I should be able to just do this, and it should put those in there. And then I also need an extract on here. But I do need this to have a filter for whatever item I have in there. And then just another thing I want to make sure is that you are on a different channel. And then the same thing over here on a different channel. And boom. And now this should automatically happen. And it looks like that's what's going to happen. So yeah, this is going to be my life for the next probably good hour. But we are going to do it finally. And I'm very excited for it. Yeah, so I just need to get energized steel. I need to get blazing crystals. I need to get niotic crystals and then spirited crystals. And I think I need a good like 1,000 of each. I'll do the math and then it'll be a montage. So I guess you guys don't need to wait that long. Oh, this took me so long. I went ahead and I gathered the resources to make 1 reactor to power the stuff I needed to make more of like the niotic crystals and stuff, because it took so much power that I just did not have. So I made 1 reactor, which was pretty cheap, and I'll also show all the numbers on screen for how many things I needed. I don't remember how much redstone I needed. I didn't do the math on that, but all the other stuff I did, it was so much. I was so broke. But I did get it done. A lot of reactors later, a lot of crafting later, and that kind of just brings us to the present. Oh my gosh, guys. I have been crafting. This is like the day after the last clip. I ran out of redstone like 3 times, I think. Holy moly. Okay, let's get these built. Look at this. I did not realize how expensive this was gonna be. I don't know why I thought I could afford this. I could not. Oh, we're so broke now. Let's look at what we're recovering on diamonds and emeralds. I like almost completely ran out when I made them all. I just had enough. We're still good on iron and gold. We're a lot lower on iron than I'd like to be, but you know, and I think we are. Oh, we're doing okay on redstone again. Gosh, you know, I actually made 2 more redstone hives because I needed so much redstone. It was ridiculous. But look at them. They're finally done. Doesn't it look kind of cool? This looks kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. Yes. It has been another. I think it's been like two days. 2 days. 2 days or 1 day. I don't know. But I'm back. I've been working. I guess I should explain. This video is probably gonna take a minute to get out, but I really don't like to record when I'm tired. So like all of yesterday, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna work on some other stuff, and I do have some stuff to show you before we get back on topic. I have been doing a little bit of building, not too much. I've been just doing a little, if I could talk, a little bit of planning as well. So I do think I know how I'm gonna kind of sort out the base at this point. I'll get to that in a future episode. For now, let's work on power. So I have gone ahead and I have connected a P2P network, which basically is just gonna carry channels down to all of our reactors, so we can interface with them and give them a bunch of items that we might want to give them. So if I go ahead and grab these cables, we can hook this up. I probably don't need it farther than here. Probably gonna need more cable in this as well. I should have made more. Okay, a few more smart cables later, and we should be good. So I'm gonna quickly explain a little bit of the AE logic here. So these dense cables can carry 32 channels, which is being transmitted from this P2P tunnel. And then these ME smart cables can only transfer 8. And as you can see, there are 8 different reactors on this side, and this just makes it a little bit easier. I probably don't even need to use all 8 channels. This just makes it a little easier because these are really expensive, and I don't really want to use this everywhere if I could reduce the amount of channels that I'm transmitting. So over here, I have access to 8 channels, and then over here, I have access to 8 more channels. Now, like I said, I probably really don't actually need 8 channels for each. Actually, I might. Saving on channels is always better. Now, I'll go ahead and keep this dense cable here because I plan on doing more stuff with the AE in this direction, but that's not right now, so we're okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this interface here, and now we can see there's 1 channel being used. I want this to basically stock stuff, one of which I want to be uraninite, if I could find. So now, it's going to export uranite into here, and then I think I also probably want charcoal, but we don't really have that automated yet. There's still a lot more we have to do, which we'll do here in a minute. But right now, I just want uranite to come through here. One more thing we should need to do is process all the uranite we're making, because we're not processing it right now. I should consider a good way to do that, shouldn't I? Yeah, I probably should. Alrighty, so for now, I think what I'm gonna do is just have the processing straight up down here. I'm hoping I don't regret that, but we can always also move this in the future. I have a lot more space down here than I thought I would actually need. You know, I might actually be able to use the same interface as well. Hold on. Oh yeah, I like that, except I'm gonna use laser IO so it also goes back up into here. Yeah, so now all the uranite should be automatically getting processed, and we can also speed this up. Sweet, and this is all going straight back into the ME system through this interface we have here, which makes my life a lot easier, actually. And I think I could do the same thing on all these. If I give these all laser nodes, I can just have them pull from the interface, and we should be able to give all of these reactors uraninite. Now, another thing I'm going to want to give all these reactors is a sink, and this is just for water. So on all these, if I go ahead and set an insert on a new channel, and then I want to have this insert as uraninite on all of these, I'm hoping it'll do it automatically. Okay, so I have another extract filter, or extract card on here. So this should extract uraninite, only uraninite on the magenta channel. I think it's magenta. And all these have insert cards on the same channel. So it should not interface with this at all, which is, I think, how we want this to work. And then hopefully these will reach. Oh, sweet, they do. These guys should all be on. Oh, shoot. This guy's not getting it yet. I'm assuming because you're still filling up over here. Yeah. All right, so next up, I just need to hook up water, which I should be able to do with this nifty sink here. This block is very OP. So if we take a look at all of these, they should be full of water now. Oh, shoot. Look at that. Now, I'm hoping we actually generate enough uraninite for this. I'm not super sure. So we'll have to find out. If I'm gonna need more, then I will go ahead and make more. This is also dependent on how much power we're using. So I think for a while we'll be fine, but over time we might need to make more bees. But I think for now, this should be just fine. So another thing that I want all of these machines to have, or all these reactors to have, is ice. I think it just makes it to where it uses less. I'm not completely sure. I don't have dry ice, which is a better coolant, but I mean, ice will do for now. The system's not going to be completely perfect, at least not yet. So I should be able to give this thing, I guess I should give it water from back here. So this blast chiller is just going to turn water into ice, and I can speed this up with these upgrades, and this should be really nice. All right, and then I should also be able to do this, and the ice should go into the ME system, I think. Yes, the ice is now going into the ME system. Perfect, and I'm going to need a drawer for this as well. Go ahead and put it here. We should see this start to fill up. All right, so I should be able to do the same thing on all of these by just say, hey, provide me... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, I want you to provide me ice. Perfect, okay. And then I should be able here on extract, I want ice here. Where is ice? Every single one of these reactors should be getting ice now, hopefully. Yes, okay, they're getting ice. Awesome, that is what I want to see. This is where we kind of get to the tricky part. What am I going to do with all this power? Because right now it's just sitting here doing nothing, right? So I'm just going to send this all into a single, where is it? Energy cube? Yeah. And then into our flux network right here. And we're going to sort out our flux networks and power storage probably in a near future episode. That's what this over here is for. I just do not have the resources needed for what I want to do for FE storage. But look at this. Oh, I'm so happy about this. This is amazing. This turned out really good. We have so much power now. It should no longer be an issue at all. And then I'm going to keep an eye on uraninite. See, what I might do is make a storage monitor here. And then I've also been dyeing the cables on the main net to be orange, because I do plan on having some subnets in the future. I just thought I would let you guys know before you guys get confused, like, why is there a different color? And I should be able to put a facade on this, give me some uraninite, and then we should be able to see how much we have at all times. So if this ever drops below, we might be in for some trouble, but I think we generate enough power with the amount of uraninite we're getting that it's not going to be an issue. But that is the reactors finally done. Oh, those are so expensive. Well, now that the reactor's done, I realized I did make a promise. I said I was going to try and finish up a lot of the base. And I definitely have not done that. I've definitely worked on it a little bit, but I should have done more. So I think I'm going to lay out a little bit what I want to do. So what I want to do is I want to separate off this part of the base with like rooms, right? So I want a room here, a big box here. That's going to, we'll do something with the space. I don't know yet, but I have all this vertical space and I'm not really using it. And I kind of need to, like right now it's just there. We could put something here, right? We could put a lot of things here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully that will turn out okay. So yeah, I'm going to do a lot more base building just because I need to really badly. And we'll montage it, of course. Oh my gosh, things have Things have absolutely changed around here. So, as you can notice, I have changed the color of the bees in my main room. I'm still definitely tweaking this main room because this is the room I'm going to be in the most. So I need to make sure I like it. So I'm going to keep tweaking with it until I like it. I don't think it's there yet, but it's definitely getting there. So now, to the big part. There are some changes that still need to be made, but for the most part, I think this is what I'm going for. You can look at this side as probably a better example. I love the bees. I love them so much. I don't really know how I want to connect this part up to here, though, because this is how I'm separating. I've left a little note for myself. I don't really like this, so I'm going to redo it. I just don't know what I want to do yet. So, yeah, and I've also left room to expand this way if I want. But, yeah, I think I enjoy this a lot more than it was before. I'm going to try as much as possible to keep these rings here. I really, really liked them, and it was like my first original plan that I liked. So I'm going to try my hardest to make sure everything else fits in with it. But let me also go ahead and show you. I need an elevator right here. I didn't design my travel anchors very well. So I've also added some rooms up here that are not finished simply because I don't know what I want to do with this part completely yet, but there are lots of bees here, which I really, really like. I'm going to have a few different spots. So there's 2 rooms like this, and there's room for machines here. Then the hallway is also getting kind of complete a little bit. But yeah, I think our base is starting to turn out. We have walkways, we have places to go. Obviously, it's still definitely under construction, but, you know, I think this bee might be my favorite. Yeah, I like the little stubs I gave them for antennas, because any more and it would kind of fill up the hallway just a little bit too much, and it'd be a little bit claustrophobic, which I'm not really a fan of. But yeah, that is the last. I think I've been working on this for it's been a hot minute. However, I do think that is a really good wrapping up point for this episode. We accomplished a lot, we built a lot, we did a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you guys did enjoy, please make sure to hit the like button down below. If you would like to see more of my channel, hit subscribe. And a fair warning, there might be a little shortage of uploads in the next coming weeks because I'm going out of town. I am bringing my computer, but I don't know how much I'll be able to record reliably, so I apologize. I'll try my best, so be on the lookout. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of All the Mods 9. Later!